Welcome back to Lake Lock Build. My name is John, and today's episode is going to center around the outside of the house. The guys are back in town from Seamless Experts, so we're going to work on some cosmetic stuff. I'll show you stuff for probably the corners, the downspout, the drip edges, the line set covers. So we got a lot to cover, so come with me and let's go take a look. I am taking a break from tape and mud on the inside, and I wanted to show you who's back in town. It's my boys from Seamless Experts. So our steel is back. They have put on all the different pieces, and so now let's go over and go through some of these. So I'm going to turn around here. So I got Bobby up top, and he's got Kenny with him today. And so I'm going to show you what we're working on. Now, in the very edge of the panel, where it dives in right here, you see the white, right? And so we weren't really happy with it. We tried some foam as a backer, but it's not UV stable, and so it, of course, started to degrade. So what we're doing is they have made these little pieces to go in there, and I'll show you what they look like, because they're awesome. So this is nothing more than a U with the finished side out, and then Bobby's able to slide those in, and they actually, Bobby, did they hook? Did they end up hooking on there?
Got him in there, locks in.
So they won't slide back out?
Right. Yep, just a matter of just working them in just right.
Well, that looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Push out on this.
So you want to walk us through what you're working on here, man?
I'm just putting on this trim to block up all this white.
And so you just mark it to cut it?
Yeah, I'm going to mark it and get my angle on it and cut it, and it'll snap right in there. And
that's awesome.
You're still chipping away at the trim.
Well, it looks good, dude.
Takes time, but it's worth it.
So I just put this last... So of course I had to two-piece this because I can only get these in 10-foot sticks, you know, and I just put my last closure in there. And what I'll do is I'll put a pop rivet there on that seam.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then it'll pull it back so where we're looking nice and tight.
Excellent.
All the white's closed off.
Okay.
We've got a J trim here, a Z-bar trim here onto this, so everything, no birds, whatnot. So yeah, chip away at it, buddy.
Okay, so let's walk down here. Gosh, still muddy back here on the side, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, that's why he gave me this side.
Okay, so you can see down here where the piece has been put in. And then up here is where he's working. You guys did such a good job to cope around that rock. That's gonna look so good. Let's go over here and take a look at these pieces here for you on the corner. So the corner is the same material as the field pieces, and those pieces, if you can remember, comes in a flat roll. They run it through the machine, so they're able to take this piece, cut it in half on their cutters back at their shop, and make these. And then it has what's called a Z clip, and you can't really see it inside there because they've hidden it so well with these pieces here. But what it allows it to do is that it just won't come out. So it makes this extremely windproof. Like, none of these pieces will come loose because everything is attached. You know, that one's attached there, that hooks on it. It's attached there, and that one hooks on it all the way up. I'm now on the deck, the upper deck, and so I will go over a couple of more trim pieces. So here around the door, they finish that up, and then they have the closer piece that goes right there. Let me see, make sure I'm zoomed out. There we go. So now you can see how that kind of the beauty, or what do you say, that was a cosmetic deal. So the waterproofing actual pieces are actually back in there, but that's when you look in there, you don't see the backside, the white edge. They went ahead and finished the bottom piece here, which looks really good. And then what they'll work on next is the line set covers. And so they have the covers made, but they have to put the Z-bar, which will go right here. It'll come out and over, and then it'll come out and over, and then it pops on there. And so it'll look just like the corner, like that you can see there. And then that way, anything that's attached to the outside of this that all matches, right? So whether it's an outside corner or one of these line set covers, it'll all match. So let's see here. I'll let you look at the gutter. We went with, I believe that's a 5-inch gutter, and then a 4-inch pipe. And there's my awning. So what happens next is that I get to start putting in my spiral staircase. And so that is why there's not a piece right there, right? There's not a, so I'm gonna I'll cut the pipe there, and I'll build my spiral staircase up like that, and then it'll go over that. So this all had to be on there because that landing will go on top of that. And I didn't want to have the spiral staircase here and then trying to put all this siding up and all of this gutter up. So I waited until they were done, and then I'll put this over the top of it.
All right, you're good.
So our first step is to put this Z-bar in. Oh, Bobby, that's looking good.
Yep. You just get it pried out just a little bit so I can hook it. Massage it out a little bit. Give you an idea.
All right.
So I've only got one side of my Z-bar on, but
And we can get the gist of it. So then it, excuse me, so it clamps into that.
you hook it like so, and then you have the Z-bar on the other side. And
Sure.
you get like spread lock, and then you pop rivet it, hold it in place.
Oh, that is gonna look so good with the matching color. Oh, that's gonna look good. Yeah, excellent. Excellent. All right, well, I'm gonna let these guys work. I'm gonna go back in and keep on mudding, and we'll check in on them in just a second. So while Bobby's working on this line set over here, we got the rest of the guys over here working on the back door. So let's get over here, take a look. All right, Kenny, tell us what we're working on for here today.
Well, we're putting on...
You're gonna put the trim piece around the...
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Around the door.
Excellent.
Finish our beauty marks on the side.
Yeah.
Make her looking good.
Excellent.
Same thing around the vents over there. We're gonna cover them in just like this.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So we're gonna put the trim piece around like that.
So when you come out, you won't be able to see all that white.
Wonderful. How about these last little pieces over here by the rock?
Yeah,
I
we're gonna go up this right here and all the way back and up over here.
Wonderful.
Yep, we're gonna have all this white and you won't be able to see it anymore.
Oh, you guys are doing an awesome job.
Thank you, sir.
Forgive my voice. I'm a little under the weather today. I don't know if it's because the temperature has come up and my allergies are bothering me, or maybe I got a head cold or something. But oh, it just looks beautiful. So when the summer comes, the sun will be a little bit more on the front of the house in the mornings. I have it rotated just ever so slightly in this direction, and so right now in the winter the front of the house gets a little bit of sun, but in the summer it'll be a little bit more in the front of the house. So my apologies for having too much in the shadow here, so I'm hoping the camera can pick this up. But boy, it sure looks beautiful. Let me scoot back here and let you guys get a little more bird's eye view of it. Here's a little bit better of a view. So we still have the pieces that for the pump jacks. They'll probably take those down today or tomorrow. We'll climb up there and take all the wood down. Now I'll scoot over here to this side so you can see this side a little bit more and get more of a lake access. You can see I tell you what's neat is that, you know, when you design these things and you can see them in your mind and you draw it out, and whether you're doing it yourself or if you have an architect, on paper you think it's going to look like something, but when you see it in reality, sometimes things work out really well and sometimes things you're like, ooh, that didn't work out near as well. But for this one, it really turned out beautiful. I'm gonna see if I can I know if that shadow's there, but so what we'll do is, you see my little piece of aluminum tape that I had there, and that was when the water, we had some big rains, it would come down the face of it and it dripped on there, and so we got that gutter on there now, so they'll take that off and clean all that up today. And then down here, so next on my agenda, hopefully in a little bit, will be our septic system. Now the septic system will come out, you can see where my clean out is right there, and then I'm going to put the tank. I think Larry will be my guy for the septic system, and I think the tank is going to be in this area, and then this will be my lateral lines will be right here. And so I don't know if we need to take a couple more trees out to get my lateral lines all the way over here. I went ahead and purchased this property next door to me just to make sure that, well, one, you know, I didn't have somebody build a house right next to me, but the other one was in the event that my lateral lines need to go all the way out here, then we'll be able to have enough room. So after that, I have the rest of the landing mat, which is this material, and if you guys haven't seen those videos on that, I definitely suggest you to check that out because that's a neat ride. So I went back out to my parents' place and got some more of the landing mats. So I'm thinking about laying those flat and actually hook them together and make it come out somewhere around in this area here. And I wanted it to make it out of the landing mat in the event that I ever need to get to the septic system or the tank, or if I need to do clean out or whatever, that is the metal right there, and so it will be just as least invasive on top of it. And maybe if I need to do some sort of panel system to get to the access. Well, as you can see behind me, the line sets for the lower deck are just almost complete. There's one little spot there, the vertical piece, and of course then they got to catch that vertical piece up there. But guys are almost done here, so they're gone. It's time for the weekend, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode. So I want to thank you guys for liking and subscribe, and keep on watching, because it is getting better and better. Talk to you guys soon. Take care.